Let's talk about Deadpool and Wolverine. Copyright filing confirms Emma Corrin's villainous role returned to live action Marvel heroine. This is interesting. It's extremely interesting because people were saying she was going to play Cassandra Nova. And if you don't know who that is,
it's kind of convoluted in itself, but essentially, isn't it that it is Professor X's twin sister that died in the womb, correct?
Right. They thought she died in the womb, but like she used her psychic powers to not die. So her soul is somehow...
Right.
It's actually super convoluted. That's why I wanted you to explain
it. It really is. Yeah. No, it's a mess. Even after doubling back twice, and I was like, this is ridiculous. And I mean, I was already confused just because of the last name with Nova in there. And I'm like, how are we not getting a Nova in Marvel as the actual character Nova? And now we're getting a character with the last name Nova. And just all of that is confusing.
Basically, Cassandra Nova is Professor X's, Xavier's twin sister that they thought had died. But with a bunch of crazy, wonky comic book logic, she didn't die. And now she's a bad guy. And she's really mad at Professor X and blah, blah, blah. This is apparently a shot of her. And, you know, I think it's interesting that they have her also in a chair. If you remember that shot from Multiverse of Madness, the Doctor Strange movie, they had the over-the-shoulder shot of Professor X. Same exact shot. And the internet went crazy thinking, oh, is Professor X in it? Well, now we know. Emma Corrin is playing Cassandra Nova. But I think this is a little bit of a well, I guess the term is red herring. I don't think that Cassandra Nova is actually the main villain. I'm going to go out on a huge leap here. Ready? Mark my words. Cassandra Nova, side character. I would even say maybe a multiverse version of Professor X or something like that. Not important. This is all just like fairy dust. This is like distraction. Because the real villain of this is going to be Doctor Doom.
Oh, all right.
Consider this. What is the main villain of the Fantastic Four?
Doctor Doom.
The day after we got the big, like, this is the name of the movie, here's the trailer coming out, was the Fantastic Four poster. I don't know if that's coincidence or intentional or what, but wouldn't it be perfect to set up the next big villain? After you lost Kang, you lost that whole idea of what you're going to do for Phase 6 or whatever it was, and you gave the audience what they wanted. And the audience has been wanting Doctor Doom for an insane amount of time. It would be the perfect setup. You know, maybe even Deadpool is the reason why the Fantastic Four were sent back in time to the 60s or 70s or whatever they're in. In the poster, Ben is wearing a NASA suit from like the late 90s, but they're clearly in like the 50s or 60s, right? Or 60s. Yeah. What if Deadpool is the reason why they're lost in time? And what if his releasing of Doom from that weird planet, void planet or whatever, is what starts this whole thing off? What if they're literally using like the Marvel, like Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe? Wouldn't it be perfect if the guy whose seemingly his superpower is breaking the fourth wall is able to actually right the ship? It's exciting because it's possible. Yeah. They have a unique opportunity. I don't think they might not do it, but it's possible.
I mean, it would actually even kind of make them pushing everything so far back make more sense. Because if they're needing to rewrite everything because of what a mess everyone knows it is, and right now that linchpin is Deadpool. It's the only movie we've got coming out from Marvel this year. And they're using that to, like you said, right the ship and just get us trucking back in the right direction. And I mean, I freaking hope, dear God, I hope that's what happens, because we went from, you know, a universe that we never would have, our childhood versions would have never dreamed would ever happen with what they did with the MCU. And then we've watched it burn over several years.
Yeah. No one asked for the Marvels, the Eternals. Right. No one asked for these characters.
No.
Look, I mean, all due respect to Ms. Marvel, I think the actress is actually pretty cool. I think she did a good job. And you know, she feels like a fan that like got this awesome opportunity, but it's not her fault. They gave her a character that no one likes. Not her fault. But no one bought her comic. No one bought Miss Marvel comic books. Why introduce the character? I'll tell you why. Just because of DEI. That's the only reason. They only introduced that character for DEI reasons. And like, if you keep trying to force DEI into every story, you're gonna lose your fans. Your only options are use characters no one liked because they were all like these weird, trans versions of characters they did like, or race swap, or gender swap, whatever, which is an even worse sin. So maybe just focus on telling a story, and there are characters that already match your DEI,
right,
that people already like that you can use. How about this? Oh my God, this drives me nuts. Why do we need Ironheart when we have Don Cheadle's War Machine? You have a black guy that everyone likes. You don't need to introduce another guy. If you're going for DEI here, you don't need to. You already have it.
Look at the X-Men. They're bringing in the X-Men. The X-Men are full of so many badass women. That cast and roster is so stacked, and you want to talk about diverse. All you got to do is bring in the motherfucking X-Men, and all of a sudden you've got a DEI masterpiece.
Yeah,
right?
You're all solved, and everyone likes the characters. We're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to change it. There's no need to add, remove, modify any of this stuff. It already exists. People already love these characters. Just give them what they love, and you'll have your DEI. You'll have all your requirements. You'll get to check all your boxes, and you'll make some damn money. It makes no sense that why they wouldn't use War Machine in that role. It makes no sense why the Falcon would end up being Captain America. None of this makes sense.
The Falcon was already awesome, and we had Bucky teed up to become Captain America.
We don't need him to be another character. Let the Falcon be Falcon. He's already in the movie. You don't need anything else. He's already Bucky's partner. You already have your DEI. You don't have to switch it up. It makes no sense. Oh my God. Okay.
I can feel your blood pressure here.
Yeah, I can feel it in my neck right now. It's like I do believe Dr. Doom will be the villain, the undercover secret surprise villain of Deadpool. And I think the Cassandra Nova thing is a red herring. Hey, if you like this clip and you want to see more, then click right here and come check out the full, almost 2-hour live stream where we cover amazing topics every Monday and Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. See you there.